deep sleep, so you can wake up
It's a chlorized incubus. What is that?
Use the promo code and save over 50%
What is that?
on compact special. You'll get 2 MyPillow premiums to go anywhere.
Give me a number so I can make a meal. Let me victimize you so you can get a meal.
Good. Feeling good. I knew you would.
Yeah.
What?
I just had to pay the bills,
I
Fox.
found myself saying
So,
that all the time.
there you go.
And when I realized it, I just stopped saying it. And my life
It's
changed.
like getting a Japanese guy getting victimized by some queer bait. Talking about, stay right here, stay right here. And it's half a person's choice. Like it was half mine when I got victimized and whatnot.
Whatever they
And like
can
they say,
get. It's just ridiculous.
and they let it go.
Well,
This is Civil War
thanks to
talk.
hearing
It's Civil
this,
War. It's
I
like
can
when
hear clearly
the
again,
xenophobes
and
get
my
out
life
of
is
it,
so
and like,
much
oh, that's just
I
between
got a
y'all.
pair of rechargeable,
know.
state-of-the-art digital hearing aids for
And
about
then PR gets involved and be like, "Whoa, we're from this country, we're from lentils and whatever, and such and such, and we don't stand for that either, and we don't stand for non-compliance of us like letting us do this
or visit
and stuff like that, because we served in the military, and this is military grade, and that means that I exonerated from anything."
Confirms every single thing you've long known, but that they assured you wasn't true at all.
So,
Dozens of people.
your motive, your motive is to just try to get rich some way or another, rack, flip flop some way. Probably not get evicted. I don't know what you want to get rich.
There's a very narrow road
dumb look on your
to
face. But anyway, let's look at the.
in this country. They control
Let's look
the
at-
kids to it. They're excluding you.
Let's get wealth.
Chris Gallup has more on this amazing
And let's see how CNN blocks you out because Jewish people, the Jewish networks are like, oh, we're embarrassed, we're fixing ourselves together, you know. It's always a lie, it can't be just like one thing. It can't just be like the truth. It has to be like some lie, like, it has to be like when your chest cavity gets split open, and you find out at the Oscars, and somebody gets on the speech orator and says, "Oh, I know you need to finance your next production to gas you up, knowing you're gonna go home very depressed, go back to your wherever apartment back depressed." Just like just like trying to steal, just like the Jewish people allow apps to say, "Okay, he's got a guinea pig, we're gonna steal the glory of it, or steal the antidepressant of it, and to keep him going because we need that mighty dollar to make it and keep him indispensable." So I don't care what happened to your stupid 737s, any casualties or whatever, you sit up and say, and I have nowhere to go now. Instead of run to China and run to wherever it is you go, and you sit up here, you tell somebody, "Hey, why don't you put some metal in your mouth and such before you get a full on dental coverage and stuff like that." Stuff you do and stuff, and so media and law and stuff like that. So you say, "Hi, I'll never be."
Never played competitive soccer. When she got into Yale, her parents paid William Singer.
And then on top of that, it'd be like, "Oh, 9/11 is such and such and such and such is your fault," and stuff like that. That's your fault. Because we're lazy, or like we're because now we're lazy, but or whatever it is.
It sounds like it's not really a meritocracy.
Cooperatives and and people won't stay in the lane right here. Like, "Oh no, our lane is Lon's lane because Lon's lane is on my lane,"
It's able to perpetuate itself.
Yeah, there's no power or portfolio or whatnot, and just take away from the depression of the idea of me having a guinea pig. It's not so much a Roman time animal and stuff like that. Not so much that. Not so much as a rodent. Not so much as kind of like a squirrel. Not so much that. But just to take away from the antidepressant that he gives, in such a situation, to try to take that away, and say, and we're not going to let that happen. Okay, so that in itself, I don't know if that's what the United States stands for and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It kind of is. It's almost unclear.
And I think
wondering
what we saw
if
today is really just the logical
what the United States stands for on that.
gaming.
But if you're going to sit up here and try to take and deny somebody to come out of a complete deny somebody to come out somewhat of a depression
camps
by some old date rape drug or some sexual harassment to try to get rich or whatever it is. I mean, and then for that reason alone, I mean, it's almost like, it's embarrassing to live here, you know what I mean? It's embarrassing to represent the country and the country and the state and and people always are going to say, oh, that's why we want to jump you, that's why we want to, well, you've always wanted to do that anyway. You're always driven to do that anyway, you know what I'm saying? You're Jewish or whoever it is you claim you're affiliated with, that you have your backing with,
also the same ones
and stuff like that. And so,
everyone else about diversity and the need
so California is the only mean state. It's funny how a relative can join the Marines to do something bigger, or like maybe because he's all PSPs or
I think there's a
something.
deep connection.
And to sit up here and say,
for most families,
to watch some shows and be like, oh, these people are mean. California itself is a mean state. You know what I'm saying? People are mean here because it's so much. And it's the melting pot. Melting pot basically means you're fucking mean people. It's basically what it means. That's all it basically means.
and of wokeness, to use the term